I've been talking to my buddies every night, and they're duck hunting at home, and I'm just like, God, they're playing good. But I ain't gonna lie, I'd rather be there duck hunting.
He's an East Texas guy. I've known Chandler for a long time. He's super talented. He's a really talented player, and I'm sure you'll see his name pop up here pretty soon.
So probably the most serious question I'm going to ask you. I know a lot of people would like to know this, but what influenced you to grow and maintain such a glorious mustache?
Man, I don't know. Like, I mean, I can grow a full beard pretty good. Like, I mean, it's big, it's thick, you know, everything like that. But, you know, this time of the year, it's so hot and everything, and then it just gets really hot with that. But if I shaving completely and full beard, there's about a 25 to 30 year gap of age that looks like, you know, when I shave, I look 15. When I have a full beard, I look 45. You know, it's just, I don't know. I had to have something. And I shaved it one day. I was like, I thought this was going to look pretty bad, but, you know, it doesn't look great, but, you know.
It takes a couple of weeks and everyone gets used to it.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
I mean, I shaved it, and then my mom saw me. She was like, I kind of like it. I'm like, wasn't expecting that, but I'll take it, you know?
Well, one of the most loved men of all time, Tom Selleck. He had a great mustache. Yeah. So, you know, Tombstone, great.
Oh, now you speak my language.
There you go.
Yeah.
I was like, did Tombstone influence you a little bit?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you right now, that is my favorite movie I could ever watch. Anytime it is on, I don't care if it's got 10 minutes left or if the show just started. That's going to be on the TV until it's over with.
That's awesome.
I love that show, man.
Well, you didn't wander far from home for college, as you just said, Texas A&M, only a little over 50 miles from your hometown. Was that always going to be the place that you had your mind set on, or was there other plans? My parents, we never went on any vacations. You know, my tournaments were my vacations, or the family's vacations. And I had already made up my mind, whoever gave me the biggest scholarship. And it may sound bad, but it was just like, I'm not going to make my parents pay, if they have to pay any part of scholarship, I'm not going to make them pay, you know, for me to go to a college just because I want to go there, you know. So, yeah, JT recruited me and he offered me a scholarship. It wasn't a full ride, but it was one that was very nice, very good, and helped. My mom and dad looked at me and was like, you need to take that. Say no more. If y'all are good with it, I'm good with it. So ended up there. No, that's perfect.
It was the best decision of my life.
My name's Chandler Phillips from Huntsville, Texas. I went to Texas A&M University. Everything that I do in life, I just kind of go with the flow.
And smile.
With limited experience on the Korn Ferry Tour 2 years ago, Chandler Phillips spent all of last season playing mini tours, entering the first event with humble expectations.
Everyone starts the year with a clean slate, but that will change each and every week as the Korn Ferry Tour is underway.
Now Chandler Phillips, the Aggie.
You want to come into the week wanting to win, but I've been perfectly fine with like a top 20.
Flying under the radar most of the week, Phillips rose to the occasion on Sunday in the Bahamas, surprising even himself to be in contention with a chance to win.
I didn't have any nerves because I had no idea where I was at.
There's enough leaderboards, if you want to look at them, you can find out exactly where you are.
I think the last scoreboard I looked at was like 9, and I was 3 back or 2 back, and I knew the back 9 had some scoreable holes. Let's just take it one shot at a time. If I get hot, you know, I'll stay in the top 5. That's kind of what I was thinking.
the Aggie rattled off 4 birdies over the next 6 holes, finding himself a few shots away from a lifelong dream.
The chance for victory on the Korn Ferry Tour.
Get on 18, and I hit my 3rd shot into the green. Again, I had no idea where I was at. I go up there, and they got the huge screen with the scoreboard, and I saw that I had 2-stroke lead. And I ain't gonna lie, my stomach just sunk. The nerves started rolling in.
Living up to the moment, Phillips made his par on 18 for a 2-stroke victory and a start atop of the Korn Ferry Tour points list. Proof that his relaxed approach is the right one.
I don't touch a club during November, December, January. I do a bunch of hunting. When I do come back, I'm really excited.
Back then, did you have the drive where, like, I want to get real good? Like, I want to be a pro golfer. Like, did you have that drive, or you were just going along enjoying the game? And
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say like I wanted to be a pro golfer. It was more of like, I want to go to college and play golf. And then, you know, junior year, senior year of high school, got recruited at Texas A&M, went there, played my freshman year, and I was actually, you know, freshman year fall, played 4 tournaments, playing with these guys that are, you know, older than me and everything like that. And I actually qualified through, you know, our qualifiers with the team for every tournament for my 4 years. Like I didn't miss the tournament. But my freshman fall at A&M, I just got rung. You know, every tournament I was finishing 30th, and I was just like, coming from high school golf, like winning a lot, you know, almost winning every tournament because it's high school golf. It wasn't very competitive or anything like that. I was just getting smoked all the time, and I went to my head coach, JT Higgins, and Brian Corton, our assistant, and I was like, hey, I need to have a talk with y'all. Okay, what's going on? I mean, the fall season was over with, you know, and we got in the office, and I was like, y'all got to tell me what I'm doing. And they're like, what are you talking about? I was like, I can't play 4 years of college and get 30th every week, every tournament. I can't do it. Y'all, what do I need to do because I play with these guys, I see how they hit it, I see how they putt. They're no better than me. I can see that myself. Why are they beating me the way they are? And they just laughed. You know, they laughed because because nowadays, you know, kids, they almost don't want to ask for help. You know, they think they know everything. You know, it's my way or the highway. You know, and I just asked them, and they're like, "Might want to get comfortable because we're gonna be here for a while." I was like, I ain't got nowhere to go, man. I'll sit here for 5 hours, and y'all could tell me anything. I mean, you can call me anything you need to, or tell me what I'm doing. You know, I want to be good. You know, I want to be competitive, and not know that even before I tee it up, I can't compete with these guys. Had that meeting with them, completely changed my game. Having that meeting with them, and it had nothing to do with mechanics. It was me maturing as a golfer. You know, playing high school, they got the pins pretty much middle of the green. Oh yeah, you can go right at that thing. When you get to college, it's more of like professional golf. They moved the pins a little bit closer to the edges, and I was just go every pin. Not that they didn't tell me, hey, hit this flagstick right or flagstick left. Yeah, okay. And I go right at it, and I short side myself, make bogey. So they were just telling me, like, hey, we know what you're doing. We can tell you this while we're out there at the tournaments, but you got to trust us. Like, okay, you got to hit it right here, or you got to try to hit it right here. You're not going to hit it right there every time. You may pull it a little bit closer to the flag, or you may push it, but you're still not going to be dead, you know, with where you get. So had that meeting, and ever since then, I just kind of took off.
Well, it sounds like to me, I mean, you had great maturity actually identifying that problem as a young kid and going in and being like, hey guys, what's wrong?
Well, I don't know. I don't know if you would call it maturing and finding the problem.
Yeah.
I think it was me being competitive and coming from high school, winning a lot of tournaments, and coming there and just getting smoked.
Yeah.
You know, if I'm gonna play a sport, I want to try to be the best. I don't want to be the bench warmer or anything like that. I want to be the best. I want to, whatever I can do to be the best, I'm going to do it, you know. And I think that was more the thing. It wasn't me maturing, but me being competitive helped me mature.
Yeah, it's
with
like
the
you
golf.
come from high school winning everything and then you weren't winning anything, and you're probably like a little bit of patience too.
Yeah.
Because you wanted to get good so quickly.
Right.
And also adapting patience to your game. It sounded like you were an aggressive golfer when you came out.
I was so aggressive. I went at every pin. I didn't care if I had a 3-wood or a sand wedge in my hand. I was going right at that thing. And sometimes it worked, you know, but as you know, I mean, golf, you can't do that.
Can't live and die by the sword.
Yeah, I mean, you can't even do that for 9 holes.
Yeah.
You're going to screw yourself at some point in 9 holes of doing that.
Yeah.
So, man, and probably more than likely, it's probably not just going to be once. It's probably going to be 2 or 3 times.
Yeah.
Hey guys, Chandler Phillips playing on the Korn Ferry this year. Just give you a little recap of what I've been playing. My baby, the one and only. G30 ping driver set on 10.5 with the ping stock 55 gram stiff. I don't really release the club. I try to hold the face. I like hitting a fade. And with doing that, it doesn't really give it any spin. So go get it at your local golf shop. Ping wedges, 54 and 50. Pitching wedge through 4-iron ping eye blades with the Dynamic Gold 120 S300s. Kind of goes with the driver. 7-wood G425. Got a 3-wood ping G30. Going old school with the putter. It's just milled with the grooves. It's pretty soft. It comes off soft, so you can accelerate through it pretty good. Ever since I put this one in, my speed's been top notch and been really well. Been putting really well with it. More than likely, every hole other than the par 3s is going to start with a driver. So if you can put one in the fairway, task 1 is done. You just go from there.
Was it somewhere in the middle of this, when we go back to Q school, in that 21 to 22 to 23 period, that you asked Rickie Fowler for some putting tips? How did you manage to get some help from one of the best putters in the world?
It was when COVID hit. You know,
Okay.
COVID hit, no tournaments or anything like that, but golf course was pretty much the only thing that was open and didn't really change. So, of course, playing it for a living, you know, I went to the golf course every day. With tournaments not going on anytime soon, I was just thinking to myself, I was just like, what in my game is, you know, keeping me from going here to there, you know, taking me to the next level. And I was a solid putter back then, but I was really streaky. If I was on, I made everything. But if I was off, the hole looked like a toothpick. Like, it was just really bad. And I had met Rickie, and he was awesome. He's always been awesome with me. I happened to have his number from the last time we had crossed paths, and I texted him and I said, hey, if you don't mind, could I give you a call? I got some questions, just 5 minutes. He was like, yeah, man. Can I call you right now? Didn't expect that, but yeah. I mean, you know, not saying that he wouldn't do that. It was just, you know, I hadn't seen him in, you know, a couple months or 3 months or so, and I didn't even know if he would have saved my number, you know, kind of that thing. And knew exactly who it was, and he called me. And we talked, and I told him the same thing. I was like, hey, man, I've thought about what's, kind of holding me back, and I really feel like it is my putting. And, you're one of the best putters in the world, ever. And I was wondering if you knew anybody that would be a good coach. Who should I go to for
Good putting coach.
lessons? Yes. Yeah. I told him, I was like, man, I'm willing to pay anything, travel anywhere, if I need to go down to Florida, whatever. He was like, man, really and truly, nobody really comes to mind like I would feel comfortable like sending you to, but I mean, if you're up for it, I'll help you as much as I can. I'm like, yeah. Like, I mean, who the hell would turn that down? I mean, you got one of the best putters on the PGA Tour offer to help you with what you're struggling with.
Yeah.
And it is putting. I never have gone and, like, seen him, and him help me with my putting or anything. It's just all been over, like, text message, like, videos and everything like that. I send him one. He sends me one, and, and I by no means wear him out or anything over that. I just, if I have a problem, I'll be like, hey, what's this look like, this and that. He'll send it back. All right, man, appreciate it, thank you. I finally did get to play with him, though. I got to play with him at the Valero this year.
Golf, I love golf. I love the competition and everything but my pride and joy is being outdoors. You gotta have something that just balances us out. You can't be just golf, golf, golf all the time. And this is one of the things that helps me do that. Oh, that's a good one. Oh, that'll get you geeked up right there. That's how we do it right there, boy. You give me chill bumps, boy. Ah! I just want to see how big he is. There you go. That is awesome. This is what I do when I don't play golf.
I think the only sensible way to repay Rickie for all the help with your putting would be to invite him on a pretty epic fishing or hunting trip.
I don't even know if he fishes or hunts, but if he does,
The invite's out there.
hey, anytime. We can go any day when we're home.
As fishing and hunting goes, what would your handicap be, you reckon?
If we're talking about duck hunting, probably a +6.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fishing, probably scratch.
Okay, well, on that, walk me through your dream hunting day and then walk me through your perfect fishing day.
Perfect hunting day. I've had a few, and it was back in the day when it was me, my dad, and his buddy. We had some unbelievable hunts, just us three. Just some absolute blast. And then had some pretty special days fishing too with my dad. I've always fished tournaments with him little, like 7 years old. I was fishing tournaments with him, and there's this picture. It's so bad. We fished this tournament. We won. The tournaments we fish for black bass. Largemouth. Tournaments, you keep the best 5. You fish all day. You can keep the best 5. You can cull what they call cull. You can have 5 in the box, and you catch a bigger one than your smallest one. You can take that one out, put the biggest one in it. That like that. And I remember I could tell you exactly where, like where we were, every fish that we caught that day, and we won the tournament on Lake Livingston, which is about 30 minutes from my house. We had right at 22 pounds, and we won the tournament, and I was 12. I mean, that was 14 years ago. And I can take you right now exactly where we caught every fish, and it was awesome.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I can see the joy in your eyes when you get to talk a little bit fishing, a little bit hunting.
Yeah.
Chandler, mate, what a fantastic chat. Thanks for sitting down with us. You're having a great season. Finish it off strong, and I can't wait to follow the rest of your career.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thanks again, man.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Can I be of some assistance? My work is done.